Hello, here's the news at this hour from Tstv. I am Mobola PARTEY. Here are some major headlines. Oyo concludes recruitment if AMOTEKUN says training starts soon. Federal government to probe FSARS. Protesters storm parliament over vote rigging claims, and in the world of sports, Arsenal completes Thomas Partey signing from ATLETICO. And now, the news in details. Honorable Akin Alabi has filed a motion before the House of Representatives asking for an urgent dissolution of the dreaded Police Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS. Mr. Alabi, APC Oyo, said there is enough evidence in the public domain to prescribe SARS immediately, warning that the unit has committed enough atrocities. Mr. Alabi said SARS operatives have become so lawless that even the Inspector General of Police can no longer contain their excesses. Decrying how Nigerians now have an untold fear of the deadly and corrupt unit, the demand came after widespread outcry against SARS' deadly and crooked conduct led to an emotional weekend for the country. Inspector General Mohammed Adamu responded to the outrage by announcing yet another restriction of SARS officers from the road, a decision Nigerians, including Mr. Alabi, said was superfluous and did not go far enough. The process of recruiting personnel into the Oyo State Security Agency, code-named AMOTEKUN, was announced to have been concluded. The agency recruited about 2,000 personnel, including support officials, who will be trained before official launching. The chairman of the agency's board, General Ajibola Togun, retired, said the outfit will be launched before the end of the year. In a statement, Togun said the final screening of candidates, which marked the end of the recruitment process, was completed on Saturday. He added that training will begin as soon as the agency overcomes some challenges, and when asked if the list of successful candidates has been made public, he said the list will be only released when the agency is about to commence training, which he said will happen soon. He, however, acknowledged that expectation about the outfit is high among citizens, noting that the agency will do a thorough job to give AMOTEKUN a sound footing in the state. He said the agency's liaison with its counterparts in the other 5 states in the southwest, noting that interstate cooperation will boost its success story. The federal government is set to launch an investigation into the activities of the Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad, FSARS. Minister of Police Affairs Mohammed Yadi said all victims of FSARS excesses will get justice and erring officers will be dealt with. Press Secretary of the Minister, Osaibuvo Seaman, is in a statement in Abuja quoted the minister as urging the police leadership to strengthen oversight mechanisms. The minister added that the ministry's newly inaugurated SAVICOM unit has been mandated to work closely with the Police Public Complaint Unit and relevant department of the Police Service Commission to fast-track resolution of all cases of infraction against policemen and bring erring officers to book to serve as a deterrent to others. The Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, warned that any policeman caught violating any citizen's rights will promptly be arrested, dismissed, and prosecuted. However, the Nigeria Governors Forum (NGF) praised Adamu on his decision to ban men of the FSARS and tactical squad from routine. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has projected a major fall in the country's foreign reserves to $29.9 billion by the end of 2020, citing declining oil prices and the impact of COVID-19 pandemic. In a report titled Monetary Credit, Foreign Trade and Exchange Policy Guidelines for Fiscal Years 2020-2021, the Apex Bank stated sequel to the COVID-19 pandemic, the viability of the external sector in 2020 is expected to deteriorate given the present worsening current account balance and depletion of external reserves driven largely by decelerating export receipts, particularly oil. However, the Apex Bank has reported a marginal increase in the reserves, recording $59 million growth to $35.7 billion last week from $35.7 billion as at August 29, 2020. Prior to September, the reserves rose by $65 million from $35.59 billion as of August 20th to $35.66 billion as of August 27th. And now to some foreign stories. Protesters in Kyrgyzstan were reportedly seen to be calling for the country's parliamentary election to be annulled have broken into the parliament in the capital, Bishkek. It is reported that people were in the office of President Bekov and throwing papers from windows while parts of the building appeared to be on fire. The clashes come amid allegation of vote rigging in last Sunday's election, which, according to the health ministry, one person died and nearly 600 were injured in the unrest. However, President Bekov has appealed for return to order, accusing certain political forces of attempting to illegally seize power. Meanwhile, on Monday, police used stun grenades to disperse thousands of protesters in ATLETICO Square before following them into nearby streets. But demonstrators later flooded back into the central square before storming the parliament building, known as the White House.
Negotiators from Russia and the United States met in the village capital for a new round of arms control talks as the two powers last remaining bilateral nuclear arms pact is due to expire early next year. The yesterday meeting in Helsinki was led by Russia and Spain. The United States Special Intellectual Envoy for Arms Control and the Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei. The Russian Foreign Minister said in a statement that both sides exchanged views on the current state and further prospects for bilateral cooperation in the area of arms control. However, the two nuclear heavyweights are discussing the future of the New START treaty, which expires in February unless the two sides agree to extend it for 5 years. And finally, to the exciting world of sport, Arsenal has finally brought in midfield reinforcements after securing the signing of long-term target Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid. Partey, who is 27, has cost Arsenal £45 million after the club opted to trigger his release clause just 32 minutes before Monday's transfer deadline, and he signed a long-term contract. Ghana international Partey has long been admired by Arsenal and was said to be their primary midfield target alongside Lyon's Ousseynou Aouar, who has remained in France beyond the deadline. However, the Gunners were reported to have made their interest known to ATLETICO earlier in the window, but Los Colchoneros informed them they were unwilling to negotiate the sale. Partey came through Atletico's academy after moving from his native Ghana in 2012. After long spells with Real Mallorca and Almeria, he gradually became more prominent at Athletic and has been a regular in the first team for the past 3 seasons. World Football Governing Body FIFA has granted application of Tottenham defender Kevin Akpabuma to switch international allegiance from Germany to Nigeria. President Nigeria Football Federation Ahmad Pinnick announced this on his Twitter yesterday. The NFF had earlier announced in a statement last Wednesday that the 25-year-old defender, who was invited for the friendly matches against Algeria and Tunisia, had joined the Eagles camp in Austria to familiarize with the team setup while waiting for clearance. Akpabuma represented Germany from under-16 level to under-21s and captained the Germany under-20 side after the 2015 under-20 World Cup in New Zealand, helping the Europeans beat Nigeria's under-20 side 1-0 in the round of 16. And with that, we come to the end of the news. Here is a recap of the major headlines. Oyo concludes recruitment and AMOTEKUN says training starts soon. Federal government to probe FSARS. Protesters storm parliament over vote weekend claims, and in the world of sport, You heard Arsenal complete Thomas Partey signing from Atletico. Please do not forget to always adapt to COVID-19 safety measures. I am Mobola Matlikane. Thank you for watching.